What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Yes, 1 o'clock is totally afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. I wanted to go live real quick and talk about how to lose body fat because, hey, it is the holidays. We're in full swing. And so this is something that is kind of like plaguing a lot of people. It's the Scrooge, if you will. So, really, first off, I want to get a couple misconceptions out of the way. Like, a lot of people are going to think that like losing body fat is going to be all about going to the gym, working out, all this stuff. It's going to play a huge role is going to be played by like what you're eating, right? And another thing too is a lot of my clients, like male clients especially, they have a problem with the word weight loss. All right, so a lot of guys will be like, I don't want to lose weight at all. You know, I just want to bulk up. I want to tone up. They want to use words like that. And women are typically afraid of words that talk about gaining lean muscle, like, oh, you're going to build some muscle. They're like, oh, crap, no, I don't want to build any muscle because they think they're going to be walking around like looking jacked or something like that. All right, but neither of those will happen, okay? In both cases, if you want to lose body fat, okay, that is going to result in you losing weight, okay? Body fat weighs weight, okay? So just before I go any further to clarify, guys, a lot of times will have a gut, and they're like, I don't want to lose weight. I'm like, no, you need to lose weight, homie, like for real. Because first off, there's a lot of dangers with holding belly fat. That's where a lot of our hormones get messed up. You do want to lose belly fat specifically, okay? But so in order for you guys to lose belly fat, lose any fat, another thing you have to understand is we can't spot reduce body fat. Meaning like, so for example, girls a lot of times are like, oh, I just want to lose this. Or they'll be like, I just want to lose my stomach. They'll say things like that, but they want to keep like the other parts, right? But the thing is, your body loses fat all over. Now, some people do carry it in different places. There are some people who carry it maybe in their arms or in their face or just in their stomach and they got like little pencil legs, or some people carry it in just their legs and nowhere else, all right? So your bodies, but typically speaking, our bodies lose body fat all over, okay? So we're never going to be able to spot reduce. It's not about doing crunches. Like if you want a flat stomach, you can do the crunches all day long, you guys. But if we don't remove the body fat from there, you're never going to be able to see those glorious abs you got underneath there. All right. So look, in order for you, me, my cat right here, any mammal to lose body fat, there's only one way, okay? And that's by being in a healthy caloric deficit. Or it doesn't even have to be healthy, okay? Like people that were in internment camps and stuff, they definitely weren't in healthy caloric deficits. All right. But they definitely lost a lot of weight, okay? So it's all about you being in your own caloric deficit. Now, to clarify this too, what a calorie is, those of you who, some of you might know, some of you don't, so I'm just gonna assume you don't. All right, a calorie is the amount of energy it takes to heat your body 1 degree. Okay, and our bodies need to stay like 98.6 degrees all day long. So however many calories it takes to keep your body at 98.6 degrees for 24 hours, that's how many calories your body needs in a day to maintain its weight. If you eat more than that, that fat is just fuel that will be used to keep your body warm later, okay? So it's gonna store it as fat if you eat more. If you eat less, remember your body has to keep itself warm, has to keep itself at 98 degrees. So if you're eating less, then it is forced to burn its fat stores as energy to keep you warm, all right? That's how it all works. That's really what it comes down to. Every freaking diet out there, I don't care what it is, I don't care if it's paleo, if it's veganism, I don't care if it's, I don't know, Whole30, I've heard of everything, okay? And they're all amazing and they're not, like, one thing is not gonna work perfectly for everyone. You have to try what works for you, okay? But without exception, every single one of them revolve around one truth, and that is you must be in a caloric deficit. If you eat too much healthy food and you eat it in a caloric surplus, you're going to gain weight. All right, so in order for you to lose weight, I want to answer this question is like, in order for you to lose weight, you guys, you must be in a healthy caloric deficit. So whatever you need to find out what your basal metabolic rate is. Those of you who want to know, I can totally help you with that. Just shoot me a message. You need to know what your basal metabolic rate is, and then you typically want to be reducing that by 500 calories, because a pound of fat is made up of about 3,500 calories. So if you eat in a 500 calorie deficit 7 days in a row, 7 times 5. 35, you got 3,500 calories. That, without a doubt, will equate to 1 pound of weight loss, okay? 1 pound of fat that your body has burnt. Now, if you go more into a caloric deficit, you can burn more, but then you're starting to get into like this tricky area. It means it's got to be a healthy caloric deficit. So those who are on like my Herbalife programs, for example, the reason all my clients are getting results is because what we do is we find out how many calories they need to burn, and then we put them in a healthy caloric deficit. And you gotta think my shakes that I use are 200 calories. And if you're replacing 2 of your meals a day with that, you got 400 calories right there for 2 of your meals. The difference is that my clients have all the nutrition they need for a day. So while they're in a caloric deficit, they feel great because they have all the vitamins and minerals they need to sustain themselves while their body eats its stored body fat, okay? Now, if you try and do a caloric deficit by eating like celery and carrot sticks and stuff, like nothing against any of that, vegans, all right? Not trying to get attacked here, okay? Nothing wrong with those, but a lot of times you won't be getting in the nutrition that your body needs, the proteins that your body needs, until you'll feel hungry and famished and you'll want to bite someone's head off, and you'll do it for 3 days and you're like, I quit this, okay? But most of the people who are on my programs are like, oh my God, I feel incredible, even though they're in a caloric deficit, all right? So what you guys want to remember is like, that is the main part of it. You have to be in a caloric deficit. And the easy way to do it is with like, if you got like Herbalife shakes, that's just, in my opinion, been the easiest way for me to do it with my clients, and that being said, I'm talking about losing body fat because it's the holidays. This is when a lot of people are gaining weight, but they're gaining weight because they're going to holiday dinners. They're eating food that puts excess calories in their body, and your body has to store it as body fat, okay? Now, if you want to gain weight, it's the same thing. You just need to be in a healthy caloric surplus. You don't want to eat too many calories because you'll just get fat. You want to eat like, if you're trying to gain lean muscle mass, I'd keep it like an extra 250 calories a day, to be honest with you. You don't need to go too much more than that, all right? But if you want to still lose body fat, remember, be in a healthy caloric deficit. And about spot reducing body fat, here's an analogy for you guys. I want you to think about this. Imagine if there's a puddle on the cement, okay? And you took a blow dryer, or if you just let the air dry it, regardless, it's going to dry up from the outside, all right? And it's kind of how our bodies work. It's gonna wanna dry it up everywhere else except for our stomach last. So for all the people who are like, oh, I just can't lose this belly fat, understand that's the part of the process. Nature's kind of designed us to keep this area, keep the fat on this area for a couple of reasons. One, it will protect you from bangs, right? And everything that's keeping you alive right now is all in this area, okay? And you can still move all these things here and fight and run and do all that stuff if the fat's here, but there isn't any fat here, okay? So that's one of the reasons why it keeps us on it. I mean, keeps us on, keeps body fat here, right? The issue is, that's also one of the things that kills us. Like a lot of the hormone issues that we have and problems and diseases that come as a result of having body fat here. But what I just want you to understand is that's gonna be typically, now some people's body fat stays in places a little differently, okay? But typically that's gonna be your hardest place, so just trust the process, you guys. Just keep going. You need to be in a healthy caloric deficit. That always works all the time, with the exception of, I've had some women, especially with some hormone issues, and so their bodies typically tend to hold on to weight. I wouldn't say it's body fat. It just holds on to like water, and then they also don't like poop and stuff, so they're like just keeping weight on, right? Which is very discouraging, so then they can kind of just get stuck. But I've worked with women who have been in that situation. Sometimes I've increased their calories and they drop 20 pounds in a month, all right? So sometimes you have to reset the metabolism and stuff, That's why sometimes if someone's been in an extreme caloric deficit for a long time, and they are getting in some food every now and again, they can tend to like hold food because their body's like in a starvation mode. It thinks like, I better hold on to this because I don't know when she's gonna feed me next, okay? So the second part about losing body fat is gonna be your mindset, you guys. So look, you have to pay attention to what you're saying about yourself. Because if you believe that you are a chubby person, if you believe you're a fat person, whatever it is, if you believe like, if you say things like, oh, I'm just a foodie, right? That is a disempowering belief that's not in alignment with what you want. So if you want a fit body, but you literally speak, I'm chubby girl, or hey, I can't stop eating sweets, or oh, I just love to eat so much. The issue with that, you guys, is not to get all psychological on y'all, but it's very simple to understand, is that your subconscious mind is in control of like 90% of the things you do throughout the day. And we program our subconscious mind by what we say, okay? So if you're saying these things, you're programming your subconscious mind, All right, and your ego gets involved in this, and your ego always fights to stay consistent with what it believes it is. So if you believe you're fit and you take care of yourself and you go on a binge of eating junk food, I promise you, there's this like, you feel terrible because this isn't who you are. What are you doing? But similarly, if you are someone who believes you are fat, all right, believes you're a chubby girl, says things like, I can't stop eating, and then you try and eat healthy, you'll do it for about 2 to 3 days before that same clash comes in and says, what are you doing? You're a chubby girl, you're a thick chick, you're this, you're that, all right? So it's gonna fight to stay consistent with what it believes it is, and you program that with your words. So what I'm trying to express to you guys is, even if you aren't at your goal yet, if you've got 80 pounds to lose, what I need you to start saying is, first off, take into consideration what I said about you must be in a caloric deficit. All right. Second is message me if you guys want to get on a program, or message your coach or whoever. It doesn't have to be me. Just get with somebody. All right. Because we need that accountability. All right. But third, you have to get your mindset right. You have to begin to speak things. And the way you do this is, if you're overweight, you just say things like, yeah, you say, you know what? I'm getting better each day. I'm becoming the best version of myself, because that's not a lie. You're not making things up. You are getting in the best shape of your life. You start that now. You don't have to talk about who you were in the past. Okay, you talk about who you are becoming, and that starts to feed into your mindset. And I know this from personal experience, you guys. I won't go into that, but when you feed your mind these things, it begins to believe them, and it doesn't matter if it's not true in the moment. All right, but like I said, that's not a lie. If you say you say I'm getting in the best shape of my life. I used to eat like crap, but now I'm starting to take care of my body. I'm starting to pay attention to what I'm eating. That's not a lie. You can start that right this second. And it has a profound effect, because the newsflash is, you guys, you are not fat. None of you are fat if you have fat, okay? That's the very thing, is you have fat. You aren't fat, you have fat. Because if you are fat, and that's who you believe you are, you can't ever break who you are. You're that person. So it's gonna fight. You will always stay a fat person if you believe you are a fat person. But if you believe and you understand, more importantly, that you just have fat, and if you have fat, you can get rid of it. You can burn it off. That is gonna be crucial, you guys. We always say 80% nutrition, that's their bulk, 20% fitness, 100% mindset. The reason we say 20% fitness is because, remember, your body needs to be in a caloric deficit in order to lose weight. All right, so when someone hops on a treadmill and they're trying to burn 300 calories on a treadmill, that's great. It will definitely contribute to that caloric deficit, but it's 300 calories. Whereas I can reduce my food intake by 300 calories and never have to hop on a treadmill, and I get the same result. Okay, I'm not saying don't hop on a treadmill, because that is important. Cardiovascular work is good for your heart. Working out is good for your muscles. You need that stuff to be stronger, but it has nothing necessarily to do with losing weight. The only thing that has to do with losing body fat is being in a caloric deficit, and that's it, you guys. So look, like I said, it's the holidays. I know a lot of you are going through challenges. I have clients right now. I just posted about one of them today. He's down 24 pounds, okay? And that's over the holidays. I got another girl, she's down 10 pounds. She's down like 3 dress sizes. I got another girl who's down 4 dress sizes, 20 pounds, okay? This is all during the holidays. And they're just following my Herbalife programs, and they're just following the guidance I just throw at them. And more importantly, when they're behind closed doors, they're doing what they're supposed to do, okay? Because you know what? They always say, there's a little saying, it says, you can't be, don't be upset with the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do, all right? And what we eat in private, we wear in public, okay? So if they're getting results, I know they're doing what they're supposed to do. I've never had clients hop on a program and do what they're supposed to do and not lose weight. It just always works, because like I said, it's just a science, you guys, all right? So hopefully I've clarified some things for you, made it a little bit clearer, helped you maybe understand like the mindset side of it. This is my intention to cover all 3 of those, okay? Nutrition, your fitness, and your mindset. Those 3 things, once you have those and they're in alignment, it becomes easy. It's just going. Bring them on camera. I don't know, bring them on camera. It's 2 people. I don't know what you're saying. Bring who on camera? I'm not sure what you guys mean. It says, that's Facebook telling me that. Bring you guys on camera. Interesting. That's a new thing. I thought you guys were talking about my cats. Like, you want me to bring my cats on camera? All right, so I'm going to close this out. You guys, thank you. Have an amazing, powerful day. All right, have a happy holidays, and let's get these New Year results. All right, it's coming. It's time. You just want to start as soon as possible. All right, message me if you got any questions. I'm always happy to help. You guys have an amazing, powerful day, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.